the network or adjustment of the weights as per the desired output. Here you can see output yk at kth layer in nth iteration is ykn and error is dkn. Desired input is dkn at nth iteration. Now the error is this, okay, dkn minus ykn. The output of after the activation function at kth layer is phi k dash vkn. This is the error ekn, and error ekn is multiplied by this derivative function. Then the local gradient is obtained. Here sigma is also used. Sigma will indicate the summation for all the neurons in that layer, kth layer. Okay, so here the uh, delta k is the local gradient at the kth layer for that neuron. And now you can see here this local gradient multiplied by a learning rate and the input from the previous layer is multiplied together, and it will provide the adjustment in the weights, okay, for the kth layer. तो जो ये this is the first neuron, first layer, this is hidden layer, this is input layer, hidden, and second output layer. So here this is kth layer, output layer. So here the weight adjustment is given by eta into delta k into ykn. Okay, sorry, here it should be yjn, yin है यहाँ पे, तो ये yjn होना चाहिए, ठीक है. So here yjn should be there. ये यहाँ जो आउटपुट है आपको ये yjn होना चाहिए, आप ध्यान दीजिएगा. ओके, this is input from this stage. Okay, so you take it here yjn. Okay, so this is the adjustment in the weights for kth layer. Now for getting the adjustment in the weights in jth layer, we will get this local gradient forward, and the weights at kth layer after training, new weights are these. Suppose that previous layer is wkjn minus 1 and there is adjustment in wkjn, del wkjn, then the total output new output weight will be wkjn, that will be adjusted after this. Okay, so the new adjusted weight multiplied by this local gradient will provide this, and after multiplication with psi dash vjn, this will give the local gradient at jth layer. Here you can see that this term is the this term is ekn. You can see here ekn phi dash k vkn, this term. This is the local gradient for kth layer. Okay, and multiplied by the weight matrix at kth layer for nth iteration, and this is the derivative of the output after activation function at jth layer. So after this multiplication provides the local gradient at jth layer, and when this is multiplied by a learning rate and it is multiplied then by input layer, then what is this? This is the adjustment in the weights in the jth layer. Can you understand this? All the equations which I had discussed previously, each step what we are doing. Okay, what is the definition of local gradient? Local gradient is the partial differentiation, okay, of the output with respect to that is cost function, the derivative of partial derivative of cost function with respect to the summed weighted sum input. suppose that weighted sum here is Vkn, here the weighted sum is Vkn, then del En, E is the cost function, that is 1/2 sigma Ek square suppose. Okay, so cost function is Ekn. Okay, capital Ekn. Then del Ekn with respect to change in the summed output at kth layer. This will define the local gradient for. Is it clear? Weighted sum के साथ में the derivative of the cost function with respect to weighted sum at that neuron is called the local gradient for that neuron. Okay, so now another thing is that I want to discuss you with two types of activation functions here. Here the activation function phi j vjn is taken a logistic function. Okay, so for logistic function, when it is taking the derivative, derivative comes exactly as the output a into, where the a is the slope of the logistic function, a into yjn into 1 minus yjn. This is the derivative. Okay, so wherever after calculation we are needing the phi j dash vjn, we will keep this function. So delta jn is calculated according to this. Here you can see this formula is only for one layer, where the jth layer is the output layer. However, if the jth layer is hidden layer, then this formula holds. Okay, here you can see two formulas. Is it visible here? Hello students, can you see all these things what I am doing? Yeah, yes. Here equation 4 in equation 4.33 you can see this is the condition when there is only one layer. Okay, that is output layer. This is the rule, this is the formula for local gradient at jth layer when there is output at kth layer. Okay, so this is given by Ek n into psi dash k vkn. Okay, this is, can you see? So after this when we keep the values of this function, replacing the values of this function, we can get this. So for sigmoidal function, this local gradient will be calculated according to the derivative of that function. ओके, मतलब यहाँ से हमने डेरिवेटिव निकाल लिया और डेरिवेटिव जो है इस टर्म में आ गया. ओके, और यहाँ पे हमने उस डेरिवेटिव की वैल्यू रख दी. ठीक है, तो ऐसे ही हाइपरबोलिक टेंजेंट फंक्शन के लिए इसने निकाला कि द फाइ जे डैश वी जे एन इक्वल टू दिस. सो व्हाट इज द if jth neuron is the output neuron, then this formula is holding, and if jth neuron is hidden layer, then this formula is holding. So in that condition, these two equations define different conditions. Okay, so here you can see that it has replaced the value of phi dash j vjn obtained from 4.36 into this equation, and this term is, you can say here, this term is Ekn into phi dash k vkn. This term, this is the local gradient calculated at the kth layer. Okay, so here also you see that the local gradient at jth layer depends on the local gradient of previous local gradient of kth layer as well as the weight matrices in the output layer, that is scale layer. And if you expand this equation, then this also depends on the local gradient, also depends on the error at the output terminal, and the activation function, derivative of activation function at output layer. So these are the equation. Now these all needs not more discussion, and I will tell you some problems which are happening in the. So this equation you have already understood properly, this algorithm. ये डायग्राम समझ में आ रहा है आपको?
यस सर।
है ना, इसमें कुछ नहीं है, यहाँ सिंपली जो है एरर निकाल के उसी इक्वेशंस, जितने इक्वेशन निकले हैं उसको एक डायग्रामेटिकली दिखाया है. ओके, सो you must not feel problem in understanding this equation. However, I manage something here for you. What mistake has happened? This I will tell you. This is wrong, and I will manage it instantly because there should not be any mistake. So this is total equation, and here it was this. Okay, you can see here. ठीक है, ये जो है यहाँ पे ये आ जाएगा. तो ये समझ में आ गया ना? यहाँ पे जो है यहाँ ये जो यहाँ से इनपुट है, दिस विल बी मल्टीप्लाइड. ओके, सो इज इट क्लियर? So I move to the next topic, that is recurrent networks. I have also previously discussed part of recurrent network, but because Hope field network is a part of recurrent network, so I will discuss because only a small part is there. So I will discuss all the recurrent networks in short. So here so in the recurrent networks, what are the main thing? In recurrent networks, the output from the output layer, the signal from output layer is fed back to the hidden input neurons, or same neurons or different neurons it can be. So this is the single layer structure. It can also be multi-layer structure, and the outputs signals from the intermediate and hidden layers can also be fed back to the hidden input neurons, or it can be fed back in same neurons or different input neurons, or from the output also the signals can be taken to feedback to the input neurons. Okay, so recurrent means in place of forward signaling and forward signal transfer, there is also some signals going in a reverse direction, and some part of this. Okay, so it is same as the feedback in the control system. Okay, so here you can see if the output as t plus delta time is here, and there is a, because directly if we provide this output to the input layers to feedback, then there will be error, because at the same time the looping will be there, and this generates error. So certain at least one sample error should one sample delay should be there to differentiate, means vary it with the exact output sample. So at least one sample delay should be there. So after, if there is a delay of delta, then the feedback signal will be the output at t time. While this present the output is ot plus delta, the feedback value of the signal will be ot. Okay, so now you can see here there are three types of recurrent networks, that is Elman network, Jordan network, and Hopefield network. Okay, so this is a very small overview of all these networks. So in Elman networks, what happens here, only here you can see in the Elman networks, the output from the hidden layer is taken back to the context units. That is, context unit is that this works as the input neurons, but it is actually not accessible to the external environments, and it is only using the input from the some output neurons. Suppose here this is the hidden layer, and feedback is given in the input layers. So this is the context unit and feedback here from this. Some now if some of the this is actually here the signal is coming after the activation. Okay, however here you can see a modified structure of Elman network, in which same signal from the input neuron is also taken and fed it back to the same neuron, and there is a local loop. Okay, so this is the a modified version of the Elman network. Okay, so here the back propagation algorithm cannot be fit for this learning of these neural networks. And now the Jordan network. Here in the Jordan network, what happens? Jordan network can be trained using the standard back propagation algorithm. Here you can see in Jordan network what happens. The output from the last layer is fed back to the context units, and also some of the local loops are there which feed the same signal to the same neuron. Okay, so means it will amplify the output. Suppose here x is there. If x is increasing, then this input will also increase. Means the increase in the value of this neuron, signal value of this neuron will also increase the feedback. So actually this is a type of you can say proportional type controller. So here you can see that a feedback and a local loop is also there. So this is the original Jordan network. Now Jordan network has been also modified with some feedback from the taking it from the Elman network. In the Elman network, we use the intermediate layer for feeding it back. So modified Jordan networks includes the feedback from the output layers as well as feedback from the intermediate layers with local loops present. Okay, so can you understand these two networks? Students, please respond. शिवम,
यस सर।
शिवम, ये नेटवर्क समझ में आ गया ना, कैसे फीडबैक हो रहा है?
हाँ सर।
और ये मॉडिफाइड जॉर्डन नेटवर्क में एलमान नेटवर्क की प्रॉपर्टीज कैसे यूज की हुई है?
हाँ सर।
सो दिस इज द टू पार्ट ऑफ द recurrent network, and third part is the Hopefield network. In the Hopefield network, what is happening here? I have also previously told you some inputs are there which are accessible from the environment. These are the input layer. However, some hidden input layers are there in which here you can say feedback is there after one sample delay. So here output is this, and one of the feedback is there. So recurrent network, I also have told you that non-self feedback loops and self feedback loops are there. So in Hopfield networks, it can be different types, means individual, suppose that ki output is coming here and it is fed back to the same neurons input, and suppose if it is not fed back to the same neuron, it is called the non self looping. Okay, and if self loop is there, means it can also be feedback in the, it should also be feedback in same neuron. तो यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हैं कि the output from this neuron has not fed into its input. So this is non self feedback type Hopfield network, and this is a variety of recurrent network. Okay, so here you can see the weighted sum output and xi is the input from the environment, and here the output, here you can say the output of the network multiplied by a weight matrix for Hopfield network. This is the weight matrix for Hopfield network. Suppose these are different inputs using the Hopfield network property. तो ये इनपुट अगर है तो ये जो ये वेट मैट्रिक्स है ये डिफाइन करेंगे कि होपफील्ड नेटवर्क का वेट मैट्रिक्स है, मींस आउटपुट से इनपुट को दिया गया है. ओके, अगर हम जनरली जो वेट मैट्रिक्स की बात करते थे वो इनपुट से करते थे कि यहाँ से इनपुट है और फिर यहाँ से डिफरेंट न्यूरॉन्स में गया है तो वो इनपुट वेक्टर है और वहाँ पे वेट मैट्रिक्स है. तो यहाँ पे अब नाउ इन ईच ऑफ दिस इनपुट, सपोज कि यहाँ से वेटेड सम आ रहा है, दिस वेटेड सम इज फ्रॉम द V2 एंड W12 एंड ऑल. सो दिस आउटपुट प्लस दिस इनपुट, यहाँ से जो आउटपुट आ रहा है इस यहाँ से फीडबैक होके यू कैन सी एंड टुगेदर विथ दिस इनपुट, तो यहाँ पे एक ये आ जाएगा. ओके, सपोज दैट कि जो biasing है, this is the bias, and biasing may be plus or minus. So here biasing is used -1. Okay, means activation from W into x equal to 1 and W equal to -1. Okay, so the bias is negative here. So the net output of the Hopfield network is given by this equation. Is it clear? Students, there is nothing in this network, only you can see here this is a weight matrix. Suppose that in this neuron there is a non-self feedback, so always there is non-self feedback in the Hopfield network. रिकरेंट नेटवर्क में दो टाइप के होते हैं कि सेल्फ फीडबैक, नॉन सेल्फ फीडबैक. यहाँ नॉन सेल्फ फीडबैक है, तो यहाँ पे जो ये आउटपुट of the same neuron has not feedback in the same neuron. So here you can see that the this element, diagonal elements 1 1 2 2 3 3, these elements are 0 because here 0 weights are there, means there is no any links between these elements. सेम न्यूरॉन के लिए कोई लिंक नहीं है. ओके, यू कैन सी हियर दिस आउटपुट इज नेवर फीडिंग इन द दिस न्यूरॉन. अगर यहाँ पे एक लिंक होती, यहाँ पे हैड इट बीन अ लिंक हियर, देन दिस विल नॉट बी 0, लेकिन यहाँ पे कोई लिंक नहीं है, इसका मतलब वो वाला वेट जो है उसका 0 वैल्यू है. सो डायगोनल एलिमेंट्स आर कॉल्ड द diagonal elements are 0. Okay, discrete time Hopfield network भी है इसमें, उसमें तो इसमें क्या होगा कि the output at k+1 instant वो सिंपली k के टर्म्स में हो जाएगा. ओके, इक्वल टू डिफाइंड बाय द वेट मैट्रिक्स एंड इनपुट मैट्रिक्स एट kth instant प्लस x I plus theta. Okay, so this is the discrete Hopfield network, and here the MATLAB programs. You know, this is the ending, and also this ended here, and the unit is ended here. So any question and a review of the whole unit. 1 minute, I am coming. हाँ शिवम, so this has now been
Yes, sir.
completed, and now I want the discussion about this unit and all the short overview what you have studied till now in this unit. From the next lecture I will start the second unit. Okay, architecture type. In this in second unit, radial basis function network has been completed, and if there is sufficient time I will also repeat for a small time. Okay, तो अब ये बताइए कि हम जो ट्यूटोरियल आने वाला है अगला, उस अगले ट्यूटोरियल में हम सोच रहे हैं कि असाइनमेंट दे दें आप लोगों को, और बेस्ड ऑन दैट असाइनमेंट किसी एक दिन हम टेस्ट ले लेते हैं इस यूनिट का. ओके, सो ऑल ऑफ यू आर रेडी और नॉट?
Yes, sir.
Any problems, any confusions, any queries?
सर टेस्ट कैसा रहेगा, एमसीक्यू टाइप या फिर
भाई, हाँ जयंत,
क्विज टाइप रहेगा सर टेस्ट?
आप बोलने वाले हैं जयंत?
हाँ सर, टेस्ट कैसा रहेगा सर, एमसीक्यू टाइप या फिर थ्योरेटिकल सर?
बैक प्रोपगेशन आप लोगों को समझ में आ गया है? अगर नहीं हो तो हम दोबारा रिपीट कर सकते हैं बैक प्रोपगेशन आप लोगों के लिए शुरू से. रिपीट कर दें? Yes, should I repeat the back propagation algorithm again for you?
सर एक ओवरव्यू दे दीजिए.
बोलो दिनेश.
सर एक ओवरव्यू दे दीजिए.
चलो बोलना चाहता लेकिन बोल नहीं रहे हो। शिवम, एक मिनट यार, सॉरी, अरे यार हेडसेट लगा था, आई एम वेरी सॉरी, हेडसेट लगा था, आवाज नहीं आ रही थी।
सर मैं कह रहा था एक ओवरव्यू दे दीजिए।
हाँ,
ओवरव्यू।
ओ ठीक है ठीक है, तो मैं शॉर्ट में सब कुछ बता रहा हूँ आपको। मैं पूरा जैसा सब्जेक्ट मटेरियल जहाँ से मैंने पढ़ाया है वो उसका पूरा ओवरव्यू दे रहा हूँ, ठीक है। स्क्रीन दिख रही ना?
यस सर।
तो शुरू में हमने एक इंट्रोडक्शन तो दिया ही था, पूरा सॉफ्ट कंप्यूटिंग और कैसे डेवलप हुआ, और सॉफ्ट कंप्यूटिंग का क्या क्या क्लासिफिकेशन है, दैट यू कैन स्टडी फ्रॉम द लेक्चर। वो जो लेक्चर है वीडियो, तो उसका जो पीपीटी से जो पढ़ाया गया था वो वाला लेक्चर रिपीट कर लेना उसके लिए, ठीक है। फिर ये आपका न्यूरॉन का स्ट्रक्चर, बायोलॉजिकल neuron, okay, how the biological neuron is the structure of this. So dendrites and cell bodies and axons is there, synaptic nodes provide the signal for other dendrites, okay. So now how the brain is working, molecules are comprising of synapses, and then neural microcircuits are there. Then dendrites trees, total dendrites trees are formed. These dendrite trees, complete dendrite trees, form a neuron that is connected at a cell body, and then a local circuit is there, and interregional circuit, and central nervous system. This gives the signal to the central nervous system. All together are called the central nervous system. This is the structure of brain and the model of the artificial neural network. Artificial neuron is here, some inputs and weights are there, weight matrix, and this is the bias. This is the weighted sum output of this neuron. This is the activation function here. This is the equation for uh, uh, output UK, that is total sum of the outputs, and then after summing the bias and after activation function, the output will be phi of UK plus BK, and this is biasing, and weighted sum plus bias. Also, if we represent the bias by j equal to 0, then VK equal to totally UK plus BK. This is W Ji and j equal to 0 and x 0. So this can be represented by this, and the output is 5VK. Okay, this is the effect of biasing, and here how it is represented. There are different types of threshold functions, that is activation functions. For certain threshold value greater than 0 it will be 1, and for less than 0 it will be 0. And here another model of the neuron is given, McCloskey model and Hebb's model. Here the weighted sum, this bias is represented by input x 0 equal to 1 and wk 0 equal to 1. Okay, so this is this is wk 0 equal to bk, then the total input here will come bk into 1. So these are different types of threshold functions. This is piecewise linear. For some time it is linear like this, for some time it is increasing, some slope is there, and for some time it is saturating. Here this is the sigmoidal function. Depending on the slope, the shape of the, so some other is activation functions you can refer from the that book. This is another book, Hojiyat Adeli, and you can also refer further neural further activation functions there. Here piecewise linear function for some values, this is depending on the slope 1, and depending on the input v. So any function can be a sigmoid function. Okay, any function you can take as the activation function. Here sigmoid function is given by a this function where the a is the slope and v is the input. Okay, so here also you can see -1 to +1. This is called the step function. So here -1 for less than 0, for 0 it is 0, and for greater than 0 it is 1. So in place of threshold, the step function has this property that it has also the negative value. Here a tan hyperbolic function is there. So this is also a sigmoidal function based probability function, and when the probability is PV, certain is there certain probability of something, then it is 1, and when it is means there is 1 minus p, the probability is 1 minus PV, then it will be -1. Suppose we define that the 50 if there is 50% probability, then we will consider it is +1, and if there is less than 50, or suppose that we take the 40% for +1, then 60% will be there for -1. Okay, so if there is probability 60%, then we will consider it -1, and if probability is 40%, up to 40%, it will be considered at +1. So this is a stochastic model of neuron, which is based on the probability function. Okay, so now here the signal flow graph of the neuron is there. Forward signaling is there, and nodes are representing the summing point. Okay, and from the same node, if we take the multiple outputs, that will be same value. Here you can see the signal flow graph representation of neuron. Here the WK0, WK1, WK2 for kth neuron. Okay, and input 0, 1, 2, 3, and this way. So phi dot is representing the activation function here, and arrow represents the direction of the signal. Okay, in recurrent network, this arrow will be in opposite side. Suppose that it is taking some signal here, then the arrow will represent the feedback signals. Okay, here you can see here B is the feedback signal. Okay, so the output of after the feeding back, it is calculated from here. So is it clear? अभी मैंने जो बताया?
Yes sir.
और फिर उसके बाद आता है लर्निंग रूल्स. ठीक है, तो ये देखो सिंगल स्ट्रक्चर है. कितने स्ट्रक्चर हैं इसके? सिंगल लेयर फीड फॉरवर्ड नेटवर्क, मल्टी लेयर फीड फॉरवर्ड. इन सिंगल लेयर देयर इज नो एनी हिडन लेयर. इन मल्टी लेयर फीड फॉरवर्ड नेटवर्क देयर आर सम you can see some hidden layers of neurons. Okay, so this may be the partially connected or fully connected. In partially connected, any one of the link may not be present. Suppose that all inputs and all the neurons are connected to all the neurons in the next layer, then this is the fully connected. And if any of the neuron is any of link is not present, suppose that this link is not present, or this link or multiple links are not present, that is partially connected. Okay, here you can see the recurrent network with no self loop, no self feedback. Here you can see in here there is no self feedback. Here it is only giving the, and this output is only feedback to the 1, 2 and 3, and here this output is feedback to this and this. Means it is not feedback in the same neuron. So this is no self loop feedback. Okay, and this is the representing the recurrent network. In the recurrent networks, always the signal is transferring in the reverse direction. Here recurrent network with hidden neurons. अभी जो हमने डिस्कस किया था वो होप फील्ड जो नेटवर्क डिस्कस किया, वी हैड डिस्कस द होप फील्ड नेटवर्क्स. हियर देयर आर सम हिडन न्यूरॉन्स, but the output are taken from the same neuron and feedback also in the same neuron. यहाँ से देखिए ये आउटपुट लिया गया यहाँ से, और ये हिडन न्यूरॉन है, और यहाँ से इसमें लिया गया ये दिस सिग्नल. तो होप फील्ड नेटवर्क में क्या था कि देयर इज नो एनी फीडबैक इन द सेम न्यूरॉन्स. ओके, तो यहाँ से हिडन न्यूरॉन्स तो है, हिडन न्यूरॉन्स में दूसरे न्यूरॉन्स में तो आउटपुट गया, बट सेम न्यूरॉन में उसका फीडबैक सिग्नल नहीं गया. ओके, सो दिस इज द डिफरेंस एंड हाउ द होप फील्ड नेटवर्क वर्क्स. एंड ये उसका सब फार्मूला है, तो ये हम डिस्कस किए नहीं थे, आप पढ़ सकते हैं. एंड लर्निंग था. ओके, तो लर्निंग में क्या है, नॉलेज बेस है. ओके, एंड परफॉर्मेंस एलिमेंट, आफ्टर परफॉर्मिंग इट इज अगेन द एनवायरमेंट आल्सो shows how it is performing. Then after the error between the environmental and actual performance, there will be some learning algorithm. Okay, so this is the basic structure how the learning is there. And error correction learning. Here you can see that there is some error, and depending on that error the neuron weight is trained, and this is the network for the learning. And this is some cost function, which is it can be the square of the energy. This is instantaneous value of error energy, that is a cost function. Okay, square error, this is the square error. And if this is taken the mean one, there are n samples and 1 upon n sigma ek square is done, then that is the mean. Okay, and the delta learning rule, rate of learning, this is the rate of learning, this is also the learning factor. Okay, so हमने लर्निंग इस वाली बुक से पढ़ाया था मोस्टली, तो आप ये देख लीजिए. आप ये दोनों बुक में आप जो जो हमने पढ़ाया है वो आप देख लीजिएगा. ओके, और आई थिंक आपको किसी बुक से समझने में कोई दिक्कत नहीं होगी. कुछ पूछना है पूछ लो भाई, अभी हम और बता रहे हैं सब फीडबैक कितना है. यहाँ है, you can see here the learning with supervision and with learning without supervision. This is called the supervised learning, and this is called the unsupervised learning. Okay, now you see that the actual signal and the target signal and output error is used for learning the training the weights of the system. Okay, and in the unsupervised learning what happens, there is no any target data, and only there are some patterns, and depending on the change of pattern, the neural network itself itself trains its weights. Okay, so there is no any target data in supervised learning. Here in supervised learning में target data होता है, और unsupervised learning में target data नहीं होगा. Okay, so is it clear? So there are different classification of the learning rules. So learning rules is also in the syllabus of the first unit. Yes, learning, supervised learning. Okay, तो लर्निंग रूल्स इसी में आएगा. एंड देयर इज अ विट्रो हॉफ लर्निंग रूल, ग्रेडियंट डिसेंट. तो ग्रेडियंट डिसेंट जो है वो क्या है, डेल्टा रूल कैसे रिप्रेजेंट होगा. एंड बैक प्रोपगेशन. अब ये दिस टू आई हैव नॉट डिस्कस्ड एंड नीड्स नॉट टू बी डिस्कस्ड. And these are the basic rules, so I discussed this. Back propagation is important algorithm, and here withdraw of learning. In withdraw of learning directly, the error has been used for training the weights and before the activation. This is the before activation output, and this is learning rate factor, and this is input. And in withdraw of learning, this is very simple. After this, you have taken a simple example for understanding this algorithm. And gradient descent rule. In the gradient descent rule, delta is Hep's rule. Okay, this is the variation of Hep's rule. And in this continuously the weights are modified according to the minimization of cost function. So this is applicable to the learning of the supervised learning of neural networks. And this is the cost function here. And here this is the delta rule. Okay, here the delta rule is this. You can see this delta E is defined by this term. Okay, so del wi minus eta delta del E upon del wij ये कहलाएगा. एंड इसकी वैल्यू क्या है, इसकी वैल्यू है ये इसकी वैल्यू इसलिए है कि -1 हो गया एक. ओके, डिजायर्ड माइनस एक्चुअल आउटपुट ऑफ द सिस्टम, उसका डेरिवेटिव विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू आउटपुट लेंगे तो -1 आएगा. ठीक है, फिर ये एरर का वो करेंगे तो 1/2 इंटू वो हो जाएगा. तो एरर तो इतनी तो ई के लिया था, फिर इनपुट. ठीक है, तो एक 4 टर्म है इसमें, एक इनपुट, एक ये फाई डॉट और एक ई के एंड दिस -1. ओके, तो ये क्या रिप्रेजेंट करता है, द डेरिवेटिव विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू ई के, देन डेरिवेटिव ऑफ ई के विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू वाई के, एंड द डेरिवेटिव ऑफ वाई के रिस्पेक्ट टू with respect to vk, and derivative of vk respect to with respect to wij. Okay, so totally this is the multiplication, this function is multiplication of chain rule of derivatives. Okay, and this is after simplification, this is the function. So can you understand here, this is the error. Error is multiplied by this, and then multiplied by the learning rate parameter and input. So this is delta rule. Okay, and delta learning rule is used in the back propagation. So in back propagation algorithm, you can see that the training in the weights, this is the same as this error multiplied by derivative of the activation output from activation function, and then multiplication for learning rate and input. तो ये डेल्टा रूल ही रिप्रेजेंट कर रहा है. ये इतना जो सिस्टम है पूरा, ये डेल्टा लर्निंग रूल है. यू कैन सी हियर. ओके, सो इज इट क्लियर अबाउट ऑल द थिंग्स? हेलो स्टूडेंट्स, तो इसको आप लोग मतलब समझने में कोई दिक्कत तो नहीं होगी अब?
नो सर.
हाँ, तो दोनों बुक से अपना मिला के पढ़ लेना. only 2 books are being used in this first unit. Also I think in second unit no any other book will be required. I will have to look into the memory, if the syllabus of memory is available in these 2 books, and if not available, then I will consider third book. And so these all these 2 units will be completed from probably from these 2 books. Okay, so in the next I will take some test. Okay, और टेस्ट थोड़ा
सर
बड़ा होगा साइन. यस.
जो टेस्ट
हाँ
होगा वो
बोलो.
एमसीक्यू टाइप होगा या फिर मतलब सर क्वेश्चंस दोगे आप?
हम टेस्ट जो है सुनो, हम टेस्ट ऐसा लेंगे कि जब टेस्ट लेंगे तो इतना प्रैक्टिस हो जाएगी तुम्हारी. हम लेंगे कम से कम 2 घंटे का टेस्ट. ठीक है, 2 घंटे का पूरा टेस्ट लेंगे और क्वेश्चन काफी रहेंगे उसमें. असाइनमेंट भी में भी हम एक ही असाइनमेंट देंगे फर्स्ट यूनिट का, तो उसको हम बहुत लंबा देंगे असाइनमेंट. ठीक है, तो आप लोगों को सब रेडी रहना है, क्योंकि एक बार हम असाइनमेंट इसका करा देंगे और इसका एग्जाम कुछ ले लेंगे, एग्जाम ले लेंगे, कुछ ऑब्जेक्टिव टाइप भी रहेगा उसमें और बहुत सारे क्वेश्चंस भी रहेंगे थ्योरेटिकल. तो ऐसा क्वेश्चन पेपर में ढंग से बनाना है ताकि उसका स्टडी करोगे आप तो फिर मेन एग्जाम में भी परफॉर्म कर पाओ. ठीक है, उसका ऑब्जेक्टिव यही है ना. तो मैं अटेंडेंस ले रहा हूँ. और कोई ऐसे ही और क्वेरीज हो जिससे इस स्टूडेंट ने पूछा है?
सर टेस्ट अगले वीक लीजिएगा ना?
हमारा जब पेपर बन जाएगा तो हम टेस्ट ले लेंगे. ठीक है, तो पेपर अभी बनाना पड़ेगा ना हमको. तो पेपर भी बनाना पड़ेगा और समझ लो कि पहले हम एक सोच रहे हैं कि असाइनमेंट दे दें, फिर उन्हीं असाइनमेंट्स में हम कोई भी क्वेश्चन ले सकते हैं क्विज और इसके लिए. ठीक है ना, तो पहले हम सोच रहे हैं कि असाइनमेंट पहले अच्छे से ढंग से 1 यूनिट का कंप्लीट, मतलब जितना हम क्वेश्चन उसमें दे सकते हैं हम देंगे तुम्हारी प्रैक्टिस के लिए. ठीक है, और उसको एक बार बना लोगे तो उसी में से हम चाहे तो क्वेश्चन भी पूछ सकते हैं जो हम असेसमेंट करेंगे. ठीक है, सही कह रहा हूँ ना? एनी प्रॉब्लम रिगार्डिंग दिस? तो प्रैक्टिस भी हो जाएगी तुम्हारी, मतलब एक तरह से मेन एग्जाम का तैयारी भी हो जाएगा. और जो क्लास टेस्ट होगा तो उसी असाइनमेंट्स में ही होगा. असाइनमेंट छोटा करने से कोई मतलब नहीं है, क्योंकि असाइनमेंट हम एक ही देंगे और उसको ढंग से कम 10-20 क्वेश्चन रहेंगे तरीके के. तो उसको जब प्रैक्टिस करोगे तो मेन एग्जाम के हिसाब से तैयारी होगा. और इसमें क्विज़ में भी यही सब पूछेंगे हम. ठीक है, कन्वेंशनल और ऑब्जेक्टिव दोनों टाइप का होगा. तो चलो ठीक है ना. और किसी को कोई क्वेश्चन पूछना है? शिवम, आशुतोष, अभय, धनंजय, मोहित, एनीथिंग?
सर मोहित का भी माइक ऑन हुआ था सर बीच में, पता नहीं जब आपका हेडसेट लगा हुआ था सर, पता नहीं उसे कुछ
हाँ
पूछना
हाँ
था.
हाँ, वो एक्चुअली क्या था, मैं गया और लौट के, मेरी आदत थोड़ी हेडसेट कम लगाने की है, तो मैं आज लगाया था, एक नया लिया था हेडसेट मोबाइल के साथ में 400 का. तो मैं अब आदत ज़्यादा है नहीं, पर मैं निकाल के गया और उसके बाद आया तो मैं सोचा आवाज़ क्यों नहीं आ रही है.
मोहित शायद सर कुछ बोल रहा था बीच में, पता नहीं अभी.